see me, isn't it? Oh, don't answer that. That was rhetorical.
Hi friends!
It has been a minute since I've done a character tutorial, so I thought to celebrate Halloween and Wicked for good, we would do a Glinda tutorial. We're gonna do makeup, we're gonna do hair. Special shout out to Bellamy for sponsoring this video.
I love the added length. I can actually toss.
But more on that later. Let's get into the tutorial.
So we're gonna flip things around and do makeup after hair because today we're partnering with Bellamy Extensions for this character tutorial. I'm so excited. So right now I'm separating my hair in horizontal layers, teasing the root to create a base for the clip-in extensions to grip onto. When I realized I wanted to do a Glinda tutorial, I realized that I had a big problem because I had just, literally the week before, cut my nearly waist-length hair to my collarbones. So that's where Bellamy Extensions comes to the rescue to make some magic. I'm wearing the 22-inch silk seam extensions in the shade Ash Blonde, which is a perfect, deep, rich, ashy marble blonde. This is my first time ever using high-quality extensions, and wow, I can immediately tell the difference. They're silky, they blend easily, there's like a heaviness, like they really feel luxurious. You can even use heat tools on it, more on that later. So if you need hair extensions this Halloween season, or for any season in life, check out BellamyHair.com, especially right now, because if you're in the US, from October 21st to Halloween, October 31st, Bellamy is running a mystery sale. That means you choose the offer. You get free shipping on orders over $50 with code FREESHIP50. You can get $50 off of your purchase of $250 with code MYSTERY50. I'll link all of the discounts in the description box down below. Get your Halloween inspiration by checking out hashtag Belloween or visiting Bellamy.com. So now that our extensions are in, it's time to curl. We're gonna cover all of our hair, including the extensions, with heat protectant, and we're going to curl our hair at a low heat. I've got my curler set at about 270 degrees, and I'm going to use a really big, wide barrel because we got a lot of hair to curl. Depending if you're using extensions or not, depending on the length of your hair, your thickness, use whatever barrel you want. But I'm going for that gold hair with a gentle curl. And I'm doing that by sectioning off different areas of my hair, curling it with a large barrel wand, and then kind of recurling it on my fingers, letting the curls cool and set as pin curls up on top of my head. It'll stay extra bouncy and be a little extra Glindified. So as we wait for our curls to cool down, now's the perfect time to go back and do our makeup. Starting off with a fresh, clean face and clean hair, we're going to do a base foundation. I'm choosing something a little more medium coverage because I feel like Glinda would have that kind of porcelain perfection. She would want a flawless finish every day, even if she was at the gym or the grocery store. Do they have grocery stores in Oz? Hang on. While I contemplate that, let's go ahead and conceal under our eyes, on our cheeks, on our forehead, our nose, the high points of our face, and of course any blemishes that need to be covered up. I'm using the little sponge tip applicator at the edge of this concealer to blend everything in, but you can use a brush, you can use a sponge, you can use your finger, you could use a bubble wand, you could use a broom. Let's bring my face back to life with a little bit of bronzer. Gonna apply some cream stick bronzer, which I think honestly might be my favorite makeup product of all time, or at least in my top 3. That, mascara, and brows. And liquid blush. I've been loving liquid blush lately. As you can see, I'm putting that on my cheeks and my nose. This is actually the blush that I wore on my wedding. And as you can see, I'm definitely applying it with a heavy hand. I wanted to use this blush because it's very, very pink. It's very rosy, and I think that really represents the rose-colored glasses that Glinda is viewing the world through. The flush of being in love. And also kind of capturing that youthful, glowy, fairy, her sister was a witch and she was a princess kind of sparkle. And I've been using cream products to replicate that. Except right now when I put powder on my face. Now for once in my life, I'm actually going to do my brows before I do my eyeshadow because I'm going to do this tutorial in layers. Has anyone else's brow gel turned blue? Like, I'm not super concerned about it, but why does this keep happening to me? Does this happen to anyone else? Please let me know. As I was saying, much like an ogre and an onion, this tutorial has layers because I tested so many different eyeshadow options. Can I just say I went through my entire collection, looked through all of my pink eyeshadows, tested to see what was going to be the pinkiest, what was going to be the most sparkly, the most bubbly. So we're doing the eyeshadow tutorial in layers, from most wearable to least. Basically, you can stop the eyeshadow tutorial at whichever layer you want depending on how glam of a look you want. You can go very natural, very movie accurate, or if you want to add a little pinky sparkle, I'm going in with kind of a hot pink and I'm adding that to the crease for some definition, going under the eye to line it as well. A slightly more elevated but definitely wearable look. However, if you want to go full glam, this is my favorite part, take an ultra sparkly pink light eyeshadow and you're going to line that over your lids. If you've got some Fix Plus spray on hand or something similar, feel free to douse it. That's what I did to get that ultra metallic look. And then I'm taking a fluffy brush and blending out the sparkles to make the transition in the crease a little softer. And then I'm gonna go in with an even lighter icy pink eyeshadow. I'm going to highlight my tear ducts, under my brow bone, and under my eyes, because you can take the girl out of the 2010s, but you can't take the 2010s out of the girl. I'm doing some very thin brown liquid liner close to the lash line because I want to keep this look very soft. If you want it to be movie accurate, don't do a tail. If you want to do a little wing, go for it. I love a wing, so I'm gonna do that. Also gonna line my waterline with an eyeliner similar to my own skin tone, curling my lashes and putting on some mascara. I was going to do fake lashes, but the mascara looked amazing and I feel like it was dramatic enough, but obviously if you want to do lashes, go for it. Ta-da! We're almost done. Now that our hair is set, let's take it down out of the pin curls and oh my goodness, look at that bounce. Look at that curl. I am very pleased with myself if you can't tell. I love the length. I love the curl. I feel like the extensions really make a huge difference in this tutorial and transformation. I think it definitely adds a fantastical, whimsical element. I'm so impressed by how well the extensions blended into my actual hair too, and I think that's the big benefit of being able to use heat tools on extensions. So I'm teasing my hair at the crown because I'm going to add a crown, and that's going to be kind of the part that goes right behind the spiky parts of the crown. There's gotta be a formal word for that, right? What's the part of the crown that's the spiky part? But anywho, putting on the finishing touches, and there we go. If you try out this tutorial or go as any other Broadway character, please tag me in your costumes and your character transformations. I would love to see them. I hope you're having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. And there we go. That is our Glinda Upland tutorial in honor of Wicked for Good.
If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Join the musical theater internet cult. Thanks again to Bellamy for sponsoring this video, and happy Halloween.